So I was wondering if we could peel the onion around the Trinity, the leadership Trinity you coach and teach through in all of
Mhm.
your coaching and clients you work with. If you'd like to speak to that.
Yeah, so it's trust, communication, and growth. And when I wrote my book, my book, A Warrior's Mindset: The Six Keys to Greatness, available on Amazon. That was really about when I first started coaching, like what is the framework for self leadership? So, spoiler alert: the first five keys are how you lead yourself. Is like my personal framework on how to do that, and the sixth
Yeah.
key is leadership. So, that was about when I was meeting with leaders, and I would first start talking to them about how they're running their companies, kind of like management. I would say it's stuff, right? Management's about the efficiency of systems, and they were all over it. Subject matter experts, they know it. They're confident. Let's talk. Let's talk. And then we started talking about leadership and how they were leading themselves, and almost all of them gave me blank stares.
Mm.
They're like, what do you mean? You're like, well, I work out. Maybe they say that. Maybe I take care of myself. They're doing things, but they don't actually have a system for how they lead themselves. So that's what that was about. I say
Mm.
that because then as I started working with more organizations, I created I started creating and adopting different frameworks and all this stuff about like how organizations run. And I tried to be like distill it down to like what is the simplest things if you want to have great leadership, like what's required, where do you need to focus. And so as an org level, what I came down to was these three things. If you can establish trust, have great communication, and committed to growth, which means you have systems around those three things. Those aren't just things you say. So how are you building trust
Yeah.
inside of your organization? And are you checking it? And what I love at Novus Global is we talk about integrity. So what I tell my executive coaching clients is like, my job is to care more about your integrity than anyone else in your life, including you. Which means, are you doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it? And
Yeah.
if you have a team, like organization with high trust, you have a team of high integrity. So integrity isn't about some moral compass about like ethically right or wrong. This is about like, do you do what you say you're gonna do when you say you're gonna do it? And so when you do that, you have trust on your team. So how are we building trust? And when we fail at that, because we're human beings and we're going to, what do you do about it then? Do you own it? Hey, I messed up. I said I was going to have this project. I said I was going to have you this direction. I didn't do that by time. How did that impact you? How can I rebuild trust with you? Here's my new commitment. So leading with integrity and creating trust inside your organization is the first pillar. Communication. Communication is not like that should be something that as a leader you think about for your strategy of like how are we communicating, and you should think about it all the time. And like where are we losing communication, and how are we communicating, now you've got to communicate every direction, so it's more about like what channel does what thing go in. But if you want to really simplify it, it's like how is information going from the top getting down to everyone so they understand it, and then where is the opportunity for us to regularly get feedback, not once a year, like every day, every week, every meeting, not saying, do you have anything to tell me or you need help with? What are three things that I could do better as a leader? What are three things we're messing up as a company? Like it has to be a regular function that happens. It can't be, yeah, I have an open door policy. If there was a problem, they would come tell me. No, they aren't. No, they aren't telling you. They're not coming through your open door policy. And the first time they give you feedback and they hear nothing back, they're never giving you feedback again. Not honest feedback, much less if some negative consequence comes from it. But even if you're not going to do anything with feedback, at least they'd be like, hey, we heard you and we'll get back to you at this date. Or we heard you and guess what? We're not going to do that because we have these other strategic reasons or budgetary constraints. But just so you know, thanks for your feedback. Cool. They'll give you feedback again. So how do we create this constant feedback loop inside the company? So that's the second one, right? And the third one is growth. And the reality is you're either growing or you're dying. And people, as a company, that's true. You're either there is no homeostasis in business or in life. Like you talked about, you used to be a head trainer at a CrossFit gym. You know this, like your muscles are either in an anabolic or catabolic state. Your muscles, you're either getting stronger today or you're getting weaker. You're not staying the same. You're getting smarter or you're getting dumber. Your company's getting better or it's getting worse. There
Yeah.
is no steady state.